Hey guys, it's Hope of Love, and I'm ready to come back with you for another video. Pure discretion is advised because I did look ahead, and there is going to be a little of mentioning of sexual things and themes. So if you are not comfortable with that, of course, as I said in the beginning, you should probably not want to watch this. Because they do bring it up. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. If we get to 100, I will do something special, and you have been warned. So let's get into it. Draco. What do you need, Pansy? Draco said, finally paying attention to the girl who was lying next to him on the grass and had been calling his name for the last few minutes. What's so interesting about that book? There's so many better things to do on Saturday that reading. Pansy looked over at the book that's lying on Jacob's lap. Mastering of potions, uses for common ingredients, like figuring out how you're going to get to Shag Potter. Draco shuts his book with a thud and glared at Pansy. He smirked. When she noticed the growing redness of his cheeks. Oh, come on. How much longer are you going to continue to pretending you don't fancy him? I'm not pretending. I don't fancy him. Ugh, Pansy groaned, flopping back down on the blanket dramatically, continuing to pick up the grass. Why won't you let me help you? I don't need help, Draco retorted, reopening his book to a random page. You do. You're hopeless. Thanks. There was a pause as Jacob started to read again. But seriously, why won't you admit it? Pansy said, causing Draco to sigh, cut his book. This sigh. Even if I'm interested in Potter, I don't need your help. So you admitted you are interested. Pansy smirked. No, Pansy responded with a skeptical look. Look, if you can't be quiet and let me read, I'm going to the library. Fine. The silence drew out for a few minutes and then Pansy broke it in. I did not fancy Potter, Draco shouted at her. Pansy stopped staring at him for several minutes as people turned out. Oh! Ooh. You got caught. As people turned to look at them. As well. Draco immediately colored. That wasn't what I was about to say. Though you are being awfully defensive. Just get on with it, Pansy. Draco dropping his head, staring at the book, his face burning. I was going to say, did you know apparently Weasley and Potter were talking about starting 2 athletic Quidditch teams? Like, so people can still play if they want to? They want? Beats me how they find enough people willing to play to make 2 teams. But it sounds interesting, doesn't it? Huh? Yeah, that does sound a little cool. Think you'd join if they managed to pull it off? I might. Depends who they get to play. I think you should. Yeah. I mean, you probably get to change in the same locker rooms as Potter. Stop. She's getting good. Okay, so this is Herbology and Wolfsbane, Chapter 5.1. Okay, didn't know. Neville was walking back to the castle when he heard his name being called. He turned around and he was shocked to see none other than Blazy Zumbling jogging after him. Hey, Longbottom, Blazy said slowly as he came down to stop. Hi, Zombie? Neville replied. Blazy had changed since the war. Well, everyone had for a matter, but Blazy definitely had changed for the better. Although Neville still didn't really consider them to be friends. Not that he minded Blazy calling him out in the slightest, though, as Blazy's voice was something Neville didn't mind hearing so much, and that he had nothing to do with the faint flush that spread over his cheeks. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Hi, well, I was having trouble again in herbology lately, and I was hoping that you could help me. That was another thing that had changed. Blazy had been coming to Neville for help more and more often. At first, it confused Neville, as Blazy really hadn't gone out of his way to talk to him before, but soon Neville started to feel a bit of pride in the fact that Blazy was coming for him, was going to him for help. It showed that Blazy thought he was competent enough in the subject and was willing to ask for help, and since Neville wasn't much good at anything in any other subject, he gracefully appreciated it. Now, I'm going to stop right there. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back in the next video, next part, and I hope you enjoyed again. And this is Hope Love signing off. Don't forget, I will be doing something special if we make it to 100 subscribers, and you can help me figure that out by using code words REBELS to make any of your suggestions in the comments below. Bye!